Breaking news just moments ago. Sources are reporting a possible breakthrough in the disappearance of Lilly and Jack Sullivan. Authorities now believe the children may have been located deep within a remote, heavily wooded area, far from any roads, neighbors, or prying eyes. The forest is thick, tangled with bushes, and the shadows are long, every branch and every leaf hiding secrets that could finally explain months of unanswered questions. But it's what a surveillance camera captured that has investigators on high alert. A shadowy figure moving deliberately through the dense underbrush, carrying items that are being urgently analyzed. Every movement in the footage raises more questions than answers. Who is this person? Were they alone? How long were Lilly and Jack in this isolated area? And most importantly, what really happened to them? The camera shows only fleeting glimpses, faces obscured by shadows, the canopy of trees casting darkness over every detail. Yet every second of this footage could be the critical clue that breaks this case wide open. Families, investigators, and the community have been waiting for answers, and now the truth could be hidden somewhere in the deep forest. Here on this channel, we are fully committed to bringing you the truth, examining every frame and sharing only verified leads. We dig deep into every report, every tip, and every piece of evidence so you don't miss a single development. Subscribe now and turn on notifications. Stay with us as we uncover the story hidden in the shadows of this remote forest. Every moment, every clue could change everything in this heartbreaking and mysterious case. For months, the disappearance of Lilly, 6, and Jack, 4, has gripped families, investigators, and communities alike. Every lead seemed to disappear into thin air, leaving hearts heavy with fear and uncertainty. Parents, friends, and neighbors have searched tirelessly, combing streets, parks, and even the surrounding forests, but for weeks, no solid trace of the children emerged. The siblings were last seen near their home, innocent and unaware that danger was closing in. Investigators initially followed every possible clue, talking to witnesses, reviewing local security footage, and mapping out the children's usual routes. But the trail quickly went cold. Weeks of searching brought frustration, heartbreak, and an ever-growing sense of urgency. And now, a potential breakthrough has emerged. Sources reveal that a surveillance camera deep in a remote, heavily wooded area, far from roads and neighbors, may have captured a shadowy figure moving through the dense forest, carrying items that authorities are urgently analyzing. The camera footage is grainy, obscured by thick branches, shadows, and the dark canopy overhead. Yet every second captured could hold the answers families have been praying for, the key to unlocking months of unanswered questions. The weight of this moment is heavy. Every detail matters. Every frame could reveal who this person is, how the children ended up in the woods, and whether this lead will finally bring justice or uncover even darker truths. If you've been following this story, subscribe now and turn on notifications. Every new lead, every piece of evidence, and every update could be critical. You can't afford to miss what's coming next, because the investigation is moving faster than ever, and the truth may finally be within reach.
As investigators painstakingly review the surveillance footage, every second seems to thicken the mystery surrounding Lilly and Jack Sullivan. The camera, located deep within a remote, heavily wooded area far from roads, neighbors, and prying eyes, captured a figure moving with deliberate caution. The forest is nearly impenetrable. Thick underbrush scrapes across the figure's body, twisted branches snap underfoot, and the rustling leaves seem to whisper secrets long buried. The figure pauses frequently, as if checking for observers before continuing deeper into the shadows. What makes the footage particularly chilling is the possibility that this person could be someone familiar, someone who may know the family or live nearby in the neighborhood. Investigators stress that no identification has been confirmed yet, but the figure's posture, gait, and movements suggest familiarity with the terrain, with the woods themselves seeming almost like a known territory. Every step the suspect takes seems purposeful, measured, and eerily confident, as if they have been there before. The object carried by the figure has raised serious concerns. While grainy footage makes it impossible to identify with certainty, authorities are treating it as a potential clue, critical to understanding what happened to the children. Every movement could reveal connections, motives, and secrets that have remained hidden for months. The environment adds another layer of suspense. The dense canopy above filters sunlight into slivers, creating long, shifting shadows that obscure the suspect's features and make the forest appear alive, almost hiding secrets. With the surveillance footage in hand, investigators immediately mobilize teams to comb the remote wooded area. The forest is thick and treacherous, with underbrush clawing at every step, shadows stretching long under the canopy, and fallen branches making each movement a careful calculation. Officers move methodically, flashlights cutting swaths of light through the darkness, every sound amplified in the tense silence of the woods. Each step seems to pull investigators closer to answers, and yet the mystery deepens. The shadowy figure in the footage moves with a familiarity that suggests they may know the terrain well, and possibly even the family. Could this person really be someone close to the neighborhood or someone the children knew? Officials are careful not to jump to conclusions, but the possibility hangs in the air, heavy and unsettling. Adding to the tension, whispers from the family have fueled public speculation. Some sources say parents have faced accusations, claims that they might know more than they've revealed. And just days ago, the grandmother made a chilling statement, saying the children might no longer be alive. While authorities are working to verify facts, these comments have cast a shadow over the investigation, leaving communities both fearful and desperate for answers. Investigators are combing the forest meticulously, marking tracks, analyzing broken branches, and comparing every movement on the footage to what they find on the ground. Drones hover overhead, thermal cameras scan the treetops, and every tiny detail is recorded, because any overlooked clue could be critical in unraveling the mystery. Now, we want to hear from you, our viewers. Do you think the family knows more than they've said? Could someone close to the children be involved? Drop your thoughts in the comments box below and tell us where you're watching from. Because this case isn't just being investigated by authorities, it's being followed by a community hungry for answers. If you haven't already, subscribe and turn on notifications. Every new update from the forest, every analysis of the footage could bring the truth closer to light, and you won't want to miss a single moment. With the surveillance footage in hand, investigators immediately mobilize teams to comb the remote wooded area. The forest is thick and treacherous, with underbrush clawing at every step, shadows stretching long under the canopy, and fallen branches making each movement a careful calculation. Officers move methodically, flashlights cutting swaths of light through the darkness, every sound amplified in the tense silence of the woods. Each step seems to pull investigators closer to answers, and yet the mystery deepens. The shadowy figure in the footage moves with a familiarity that suggests they may know the terrain well, and possibly even the family. Could this person really be someone close to the neighborhood or someone the children knew? Officials are careful not to jump to conclusions, but the possibility hangs in the air, heavy and unsettling. Adding to the tension, whispers from the family have fueled public speculation. Some sources say parents have faced accusations, claims that they might know more than they've revealed. And just days ago, the grandmother made a chilling statement, saying the children might no longer be alive. While authorities are working to verify facts, these comments have cast a shadow over the investigation, leaving communities both fearful and desperate for answers. Investigators are combing the forest meticulously, marking tracks, analyzing broken branches, and comparing every movement on the footage to what they find on the ground. Investigators continued their painstaking analysis of the surveillance footage, frame by frame. The shadowy figure moves through the dense, remote forest with a careful, measured pace, navigating thick underbrush and twisted branches as though intimately familiar with the terrain. Every step, every pause, every glance seems deliberate, raising the chilling possibility that this person may know the children or even have a connection to the family or neighborhood. The forest itself seems almost alive, hiding secrets in its shadows. Shifting sunlight barely penetrates the dense canopy, casting long, unpredictable. As search teams advance deeper into the dense forest, the tension grows with every step. Investigators are combing through thick underbrush, fallen branches, and patches of shadowed terrain, looking for any clue that could link the shadowy figure in the surveillance footage to the fate of Lilly and Jack Sullivan. Broken twigs, faint footprints, and scattered debris hint at a path, yet the forest seems to conspire to hide the truth, with every angle revealing more mystery than answers. In addition to the footage, investigators uncover items that could prove critical. Objects partially buried in leaves, disturbed foliage, and traces of movement that suggest someone has been navigating the forest with purpose and knowledge. Each discovery raises as many questions as it answers. Could these be connected to the children? Are they remnants of the suspect's passage or something more sinister? Every detail is meticulously documented, photographed, and analyzed because officials know that even the smallest clue could shift the course of the investigation. Adding to the tension, conflicting leads are emerging. While the footage suggests a figure with possible ties to the neighborhood or family, other reports indicate unidentified movements in nearby areas, unconfirmed sightings that leave investigators racing against time to separate fact from speculation. The forest shadows hide potential evidence, and every hour spent searching could mean the difference between discovery and lost opportunity. The emotional stakes remain high. Families, authorities, and the community are on edge, waiting for the investigation to yield answers. The grandmother's chilling comment that the children might no longer be alive lingers in everyone's minds, while officials remain focused on following the trail of evidence wherever it may lead. Every fragment, every shadow, every movement could hold the key to uncovering the truth. Subscribe now and turn on notifications to stay with us as this investigation unfolds. Each new lead, each discovery in the dense woods brings the story closer to clarity, and you won't want to miss a single moment of this unfolding mystery. With every discovery in the dense forest, investigators are beginning to piece together a clearer, though still unsettling picture of the events surrounding Lilly and Jack Sullivan's disappearance. Faint footprints, disturbed foliage, and scattered personal items are meticulously analyzed, compared with the shadowy figure captured on surveillance footage. Every small detail, the way a branch was broken, the direction of a footprint, even the depth of an impression in the dirt, is being studied to reveal patterns that could indicate the suspect's movements, intentions, and possible identity. The shadowy figure remains elusive in the footage, but investigators note subtle clues, posture, gait, and timing that suggest prior familiarity with the area. Officials cautiously consider the possibility that the person may be known to the family or local neighborhood, yet they stress that nothing has been confirmed. Every step taken in the forest, every object found, is a potential piece of a puzzle that authorities are determined to solve. The investigation is moving faster than ever, yet the forest continues to challenge them. Dense underbrush, long shadows, and the canopy's shifting light obscure details, forcing search teams to proceed methodically, analyzing each section carefully to avoid missing anything critical. Meanwhile, conflicting leads, reports, and whispers continue to pour in, each one evaluated with painstaking care to separate fact from speculation. The emotional weight remains immense. The grandmother's previous comments that the children might no longer be alive linger over the investigation, fueling urgency and anxiety. Families, authorities, and the community are all waiting for the moment when the pieces begin to fit together, when the forest finally yields the clarity that has eluded them for months. Subscribe and turn on notifications now. Every new development, every piece of evidence linked to the shadowy figure, and every investigative breakthrough brings us closer to understanding what really happened. The truth is coming, piece by piece, and you won't want to miss a single revelation as this case unfolds.
As the investigation into Lilly and Jack Sullivan reaches a critical point, the forest continues to guard its secrets, even as authorities piece together every fragment of evidence. Surveillance footage, footprints, broken branches, and scattered items are slowly painting a picture, but many questions remain unanswered. The shadowy figure captured deep in the woods continues to elude clear identification, leaving investigators racing against time to uncover the truth. At this stage, every detail matters. Could this person truly be someone familiar to the family? Are the conflicting leads pointing to a broader mystery, or is there a simpler explanation? Investigators analyze each movement, gesture, and trace left behind, knowing that even the smallest clue could unlock the answers the community has been searching for months. Now, we want you to weigh in. What do you think about the possible connection of the shadowy figure to the family or neighborhood? Could the parents know more than they've said? Drop your thoughts in the comments below and tell us where you're watching from, because your insight, your perspective, and your attention are part of this investigation. The stakes could not be higher. Families, authorities, and communities are all waiting for answers, and every development could bring them closer to understanding what really happened to Lilly and Jack. While uncertainty looms, one thing is clear: the truth is being pursued relentlessly. I'm Agent Tim, and here on this channel, we remain fully committed to bringing you the latest updates with verified evidence and the truth. We will not stop until every dark corner is illuminated, every hidden secret is explored, and justice has a chance to emerge. Subscribe and turn on notifications to stay with us as we continue uncovering every development in this deeply complex and emotional case. The investigation continues, and we will keep you informed every step of the way.